What do you think about black guys?
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, fun.
Flirting is not a thing in Korea, so I was a little like surprised.
Why do we lie to each other?
That's what
Why
that
do we
video just
spread
was.
delusion amongst each other?
Is a loser epidemic. Men would rather be alone than to evolve and change.
And now they don't want to do that anymore. They only want to show their fake strengths, and if they even have them.
What do you think about black guys?
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, fun.
Oh.
And yeah, great.
Do you think you would ever date one?
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. Yes.
How come?
No. Right?
Know how to try. What does that sound like, right? Know how to try. Now, the grasp of the English language, it's not there 100%. So what do you think that means? That means a black man tried and she liked it, right? She liked it. Now, what did he do? How do we approach? We approach using the same way I sound right now. That's how black men approach. We say something nice. We may say something sweet, right? But we're not scared to say it. So you see all over America right now, a lot of ladies aren't getting approached. Guess where the ladies are still getting approached? It's not good because I'm going to explain it, and it's not good. But it's because that's how it is, right? They're getting approached in the hood. And who are approaching these ladies in the hood? Black men. Now, they may not like it. Black men that used to approach women that are not pokies have stopped. And they went overseas and approached her. You get it now? You guys get it. You already know what I'm talking about. Man, the world is our oyster, and guys are realizing it. But she never felt this way. You can tell. Look at her. She's giddy inside until she met a black man. Watch this. Watch this next one.
Wait a second. There's no way. You went to Starbucks without me? And you got a drink without me?
Hi.
And we're supposed to be dating? This is crazy. I'm kidding. I'm Tristan. Nice to meet you.
I got to stop it real quick because that right there, the guy approaching her, is a black man. I know he sounds white, but he's a black man. And her reaction, her face says it all. Look at the reactions. Actually, I'm going to rewind this back from the beginning.
Wait a second. There's no way. You went to Starbucks without me? And you got a drink without me?
Hi.
And we're supposed to be dating? This is crazy. I'm kidding. I'm Tristan. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Sumin.
Sumin?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful name. Where are you from?
She smiled with a
I'm from
vagina.
South Korea.
Hey, welcome to Mexico. We're glad to have you. You have an adorable energy. Wow.
Yeah.
And this is the longest handshake I've ever done.
Yeah.
Flirting is not a thing in Korea, so I was a little like surprised.
Flirting is not a thing in South Korea?
I mean, in the middle of nowhere.
So how
What
do
are
you
we
guys
famous for?
find like boyfriends and girlfriends? Like, is it prearranged or?
Yeah, it's prearranged. We
Wow.
call that 소개팅. And we found someone in our friend group.
That sucks. Hi,
Jay,
I'm
you heard,
Tristan.
hold
Nice to meet
you.
you.
Hold
Zoom
on.
in.
You heard what he said? Fuck that. I'm Tristan. Excited. That's why the other girl felt that way. She never felt the way she felt about men until she met a black man. Because a black man, you heard what he said? That. I'm Tristan. Game changers. We changing the game.
Right? Do you like tall black guys?
Never met someone outside of Korea yet.
Really?
So
Can I be the first?
like we can have a date.
Yeah, I'd love that. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I've never dated for somebody from South Korea before. So, do you have WhatsApp? Do they use WhatsApp?
Yeah, I can put my WhatsApp number.
Okay,
my WhatsApp
cool.
number is in Argentina
Why?
because I downloaded that WhatsApp for the first time in my life in Argentina.
You're an interesting person, Suman. You're a very interesting person.
You see that? Not used to guys approaching. Only time she meets guys is guys that are in her friend group. What does the black man say? That you can tell he's heavily influenced. Like, I don't know, because you don't find guys to talk like that from the hood. Like, if I grew up in white suburbia, I'm sure I'd be talking like Tristan. He probably grew up in white suburbia, but he still has the attitude of a black man. That game changers. Look, this the girl again from the first video.
Aggressive though.
Yes, definitely, I guess.
You like aggressive.
Yes.
Like a little mix though, right? Not too aggressive, right?
Yes, like in the mid of.
In the middle. Yes. She likes the aggressiveness, right? And that's what they love. They love manly men, believe it or not. That don't try to act manly. That's just manly. Tristan was a perfect example. That's what happened to her before. Not overboard. Just, I'm a real person. I'm a real human being. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to approach you. And that's what they love. And they never felt this way about men until they met black men.
Black men, I love you. Where are all the good men? Where are all the good men? Well, you're not sitting there asking what you've done to destroy the good in them. That maybe you've destroyed everything good in them because you've decided to weaponize their vulnerabilities. And now they don't want to do that anymore. They only want to show their fake strengths, and if they even have them. And if not, like you see them as weak. It's really a shame.
That's what's happened. Men have put on the mask now. Why? Because men had to, right? All of this push, pull. You can't show your feelings, men. I've said, I'm done. I'll just go overseas. Or if not that, I'll just find someone who's of the ilk. You can find them. It's very hard, but some men don't mind scraping and searching, and you find them. Believe it or not, you know, you keep looking, you'll find something back home, but men are done. And look what's happening. Look how this Korean woman felt from black men approaching them. Both of them. They can't help it. How do you think men feel when you talk to a woman or show a woman that you into her and she is happy and gung-ho and excited? I'm telling y'all. And I was with my son. I was with my wife, actually. And these two Korean women were on a train. And of course, my wife is right with me. I'm not going to do nothing. But they were kind of like letting be known like they're interested. You know, you can tell by the way they get. Some lady, they can't help it. They was just like, I'm like, oh man. I see it. I'm like, that's not what it's hitting for. And my son is so young-minded, he doesn't know. You know, he could have probably got one of them. And they were older too, like 20-something years old, maybe like 22. My son is 16. Could have got one of them. He didn't know though.
Is a loser epidemic. Men would rather be alone than to evolve and change, than to recognize, wait, maybe I had it wrong. Maybe there's something I need to change. If you can't get a woman because none of them want to be with you, maybe try and figure out why. Instead of making women the problem, saying that their standards are too high, maybe try and figure out why they don't want to be with you. What is it about you that maybe needs to change in order for a woman to want you? And they'll say, oh, there's no more good women left. Women are not like what they used to be. Women used to spend their days in the kitchen. Women only cared about taking care of the house. house and the kids. Oh yeah, and also women used to take our beatings. Women used to stay quiet. Women didn't complain. Women didn't think they could get better. Women didn't have confidence and self-worth and weren't able to speak up for themselves. And that suited you. That's the kind of person you wanted. If you love your mum's generation so much, cool, maybe marry one of her single friends. Women are not the problem. They have just woken up and realized they deserve better, that they don't actually need anything from these men, and they're only going to accept a man in their life if the man can make their life better. And if you cannot do that, you will not be chosen. If you can't level up and be the kind of man that women of this day and age want, you won't get to have a woman in this day and age. Your tricks are not working anymore. The internalized misogyny, the oppression, all of that, it's not working anymore. Women are waking up from it. Women are healing. Women are learning to love themselves and their own company.
She's just talking to hear herself talk, and she's trying to rush to get through everything. It's like she's trying to remember a script. I'm telling you, she's just writing off thing after thing, and it's like the same playbook. Say something different. Like really, just one thing different. Women are like this, women are like that, women are like this, women are like that. Men are done. Maybe you have someone. Maybe you have some sucker who feels what you're doing is okay. Or maybe he doesn't know what you're doing. I'll say that. Maybe he doesn't know every day you get on TikTok trying to make an income, deceiving women. Seriously, if I know a woman doing the same thing she's doing, I would lose interest. I would. Because like you're on TikTok. Even if I didn't have this channel, you're on TikTok telling women false information about me. I'm a man at the end of the day. I'm going to take some sort of offense. Like, what are you doing? And I'm going to tell her, like, all the information you're telling women, that's not how men are looking at things. Men are just chilling and, oh, yeah, this, and this. And you're not going to do this to us and that to us and that. It's like, we didn't do nothing to you. Even if a man looks at a woman in the gym, it's a woman. Should be looking at you. Why are you in the gym looking like that? You walk on the street looking sexy. He should be looking. Of course, he shouldn't be gawking.
Women are learning to support and love each other and have communities and have friendships that are valuable and fulfilling. We now know that getting married and having children is a choice, that you don't have to do that, that is not what makes you successful or fulfilled in life. In fact, having kids when you haven't healed yourself and you don't know your own worth is actually the problem. It's why so many, if not all of us, have childhood traumas, have issues. What's happening right now is very normal. It's called evolution. It's happened many times before. When conditions change in the world, you either evolve to survive or you get left behind. This is evolution. Instead of complaining about it, evolve.
Instead of complaining about it, evolve. Men have evolved. That's why everyone's saying, where did the men go? That's evolving. Men have evolved. Now you're saying, where did the men go? And men are going overseas. Packs. You see it. Men are going to Colombia. Men are going everywhere. In packs. Men are flying out overseas to Africa, everywhere. Colombia. Men are going to Brazil. Men are going to Panama. That's one too. That's one that's creeping up. Panama. I'm hearing good things about Panama. Seriously, when I get some time, I may have to take a trip over there with my wife, see how it is. But men are done.
Oh, absolutely.
Why do we lie to each other?
That's what
Why
that
do we
video
spread
just was.
delusion amongst each other?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know that. Like, I see sometimes in certain friend groups, or I see things like podcasts or just certain women talking to each other in different places, even in person. It'll be a girl going through something and you'll really hear like one of the friends just feed into the delusion and not tell her the truth about what she's going through with the man, or not keep it real about like just the circumstances that she's in. I need y'all to know that we be doing each other a disservice when we lie like that. When we tell these lies to each other and we don't keep it real with each other about certain things, and we try to make it seem like it's always on the man or it's the man's fault that certain things are playing out the way they're playing out, we're doing each other a disservice. We have to help each other out and hold each other accountable. This is why, like, me personally, I don't have as many friends as I used to, because I was the one that would tell the truth. And people don't want to hear it. So I've drawn it back. I'm now that friend that doesn't offer any type of advice or information unless it's asked for, because sometimes my delivery could be off. However, the truth needs to be said. If we need to stop lying to each other. That's my 2 cents on that. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, she's right. Women lie to each other so much, they believe a lie. You know, and that's one thing I'm big on. I say it all the time. You guys like, man, Jay, you're like a broken record. No, because I do. I say all the time, they get on and they're doing it on TikTok. And that's social media. They're doing it on Instagram. They're getting on YouTube. And it's like they're doing it to make money. That's the sad thing about it. And then you look in the comments and then, oh yeah, girl. And they don't mean half the stuff they're saying. If they do, that's a worse issue, right? Because they believe lies themselves. And so they don't know they're lying. Or they don't know it's a lie. But what she's saying, what she's talking about is women lying to other women about sometimes things happening in their life and saying, oh, as she explained, leave that guy, but he did wrong. But it's not true. He didn't do wrong. The guy most likely adjusted to you. Like the last one was saying, guys need to adjust. That's what the guys are doing. When some guys in relationships, they don't complain, they adjust, they pivot. And it's time for men to stop pivoting.
So, and I met him through my cousin because my cousin was talking to his brother. And one day my cousin was going to see his brother at his house, and I went with her. I'm just chilling in the car. My cousin comes to the car like, hey, his brother here. You want to come in the house and kick it? And I'm like, well, nah, bitch, it's better than sitting in the car. And I'm nosy. I like to see shit. So I go in the house. The brother found his head. We sitting down. We chilling. Everybody in there vibing the fuck. When I tell y'all, it was so much of a vibe. Me and this dude was linking with each other outside of my cousin and his brother because, like, we vibe together. But just out of the blue, he just stopped talking to me, stopped texting me, calling me, changed his number. So when I would call, it would just go straight to voicemail. And I was confused as hell. Like, damn, what's going on? Closure, just had to take that shit to the chin. Like, I didn't start liking them up every other day, and all of a sudden I don't even hear from him. I thought it was me. I'm not even gonna hold y'all because y'all gotta understand I was 16 years old. I really felt like I was the problem. But eventually I got over the whole situation. I'm 26 years old now. Why the fuck that boy just reached out to me talking about, hey, I want to see you? See who? He say you. We just have a conversation through text because I'm like, why you want to see me? Mind y'all, I know his sister, and him and his sister, they got the same name. So I really thought I was texting his sister because I went to school with his sister. Whole time I'm texting his heads and I'm single as hell. So I tell him like, yeah, I pull up on you. So I pull up on him. We chill in the car. We vibe. I ends up going home. He texts me like, damn, he want to take me on a date. Like he want to hang out with me more. And I'm just like, no, like, why do you want to keep hanging out with me? You should have hung out with me when you had the chance to hang out with me. I pulled up on you. We chopped it up. It's cool. I don't even like having friend guys. So I'm not finna even be cool with him like that. He like, cause he really want to fuck with me. He said when we was talking back in the day, he had a whole lot of shit. You never talked when you had a whole lot of shit. Just ghosted me. The fuck I look like talking to your ass now? You didn't communicate then. You can't communicate now. And even if you can communicate now, I don't go find somebody else. I already had my rounds with you. I'm cool on your ass. I want some different shit. I want a man in my life that's gonna come in my life, do right by me, stay in my life, know that I'm the one, treat me right the first time. All that coming back when you know, never. What the fuck coming back for? Cause you ain't never found better. Out my damn face.
What? You said you didn't get with the man. He spoke with you, then he may have realized he ghosted you, made a mistake. You said you got up with him because you single. Instead of saying you didn't feel the vibe, because that's what it seemed like, right? You got up with him because you said, no, we can't go on a date. But you didn't go out on a date because he ghosted you. when you were 16. She just said she was single. Like, I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm trying to think in my mind, like, she said she was single, so she met with him. Bird brains. You can tell with all the speaking fast, talking a mile a minute. You're thinking a mile a minute and not thinking. That's what happens when you think too fast. You need to slow down. Because I bet you, if he was one of those guys on the first time y'all met, he convinced you, he made you feel his aura and really got into your mind, and then threw you a kiss, you would have slid your drawers off. I know you would have. I see it in your eyes. You slid them right off and let him smash. First day. So stop it.
Get some help.
And it's what I really like it, because if you have a girlfriend here, she really becomes a part of your life and she supports everything you do. And in a sense, she gives up on her own interests a little bit just to like accommodate your interests. And that's what I feel like is the biggest difference between Asian women and like Western women.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if you agree with this.
No, I would agree. You put it really well.
That's the difference. And it's a big difference, right? And men notice it. Men notice it, like they receive you. And so when men are in the West, they don't get received. Like, let me give you an example, right? You know what a woman will do? She'll do a nice gesture. It could be in the Philippines, or it could be in Colombia, or other places, right? She wants to show you that she can be your wife. You meet a woman like that, keep her around. Don't move too fast. Still, keep it around, get to know her more. But that's a woman you keep around. See, what men are looking for what? Reciprocation. So if I take you out and then I take you out again, what am I getting? At least show me. Show me what you can do for me. Now in the West, oh no, that's not my husband. I'm not doing that. Can cook, can clean. Wasn't raised cooking and cleaning. Raised with a mother. I'm not doing that for no man. Yeah, I'm supposed to make you my wife. Right.
Women are the best. Their IQ is on a different level. They have a very high IQ. If you want to date a Filipino woman and you know you're a player, better be very good at your game, because dating a Filipina is like dating the FBI. It's like dating the CIA. In fact, they're more than the CIA, they're more than the FBI. In the Philippines, they're known as Detective Conan. They'll do everything to investigate whatever you do. So, you want to be a player with a Filipina? Make sure you're very good at your game. If not, she would outsmart you. Filipino women are the best detectives. You don't want to play around with her. She would find out everything.
They sure are. They sure are. And the best example of that, I did an interview and I didn't want her to spill the beans on everything. Because seriously, she started talking about, oh, it was times he cheated on me. And it's like, people don't want to hear that. This man, but I'll tell you this, though. The man wasn't a passport, bro. So I don't take any, how can I say? I don't look at it and judge him for what he did, because he doesn't know no better. He's a regular Western guy with a passport, right? He went to the, I believe, the Navy, and he traveled over here, but still, he came over here as a Western man with a passport. A passport, bro, or a man that's an expat, number one, wouldn't have brought her back. Number two, he would have been thinking, I'm not cheating on my girl. Why? Because I got away for a reason. That most likely wasn't his case. Right? He didn't get away for a reason because women were treating him a certain way. He still got his way no matter what. in the West. And it's true. Like I'm that kind of guy too. Like if I'm in the West, East, North, or South, I'm gonna get woman. Talk. Ask and you shall receive. That's said for a reason because it's true. And as long as you're talking, you're gonna get them. But yeah, that's what happened with him. So she was Detective Conan, went searching through the poems, and she found. I forgot she found it. I gotta get my wife on that. But yeah, if you look up the information, definitely go to that link. I'll see if I can post a link in the description so you guys can watch that video. But I don't think she told how she found it. But oh no, she actually did. She did tell in the video, and it was like, man, she was searching and scraping, and Filipinos do that. But yeah, guys, other than that, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe, guys. It's free to subscribe. Also, be sure to check out my link in the description. Right now, I'm giving my program for working at home for under $125. I'm doing that because I want you guys to be able to take advantage and to be able to live beyond borders with no restrictions on your income. Yes, I repeat, no restrictions in your income because you can do many different things. And I want to show you how. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching. Peace out. See you next video.